Riley Farm just might be the place where you can build the dream home that you've always wanted. My name is Kenneth Scott. My wife and I bought this property many years ago, but the time has come for us to pass on the stewardship of this lovely piece of land, and so we have worked with the city of Saratoga Springs to create a very special conservancy subdivision that will do a lot to protect the ecology and the nature of this very special piece of land, while at the same time allowing a very select group of 14 families to come in here and build the home they have always wanted. Now, to give you some idea of what Riley Farm is really like, what I'm going to do is take you for a walk through this property. First of all, we will start with a special entry to the property along a street known as Caderos Avenue East. Now, as you come down this street, you're going to see something you don't usually see in the city. This is a country lane. There's almost no traffic, but there are certainly many people riding bicycles and walking. A little bit further along, we come to Riley Farm. And at Riley Farm, you will see the blue farmhouse that actually belonged to the Riley family in the 1850s. The blue house shows on the map of 1856, the oldest map of this area. We go past that, and on the right we see Riley Farm Lane. Notice that gigantic rock on the right. It's over 6 feet high. It was dug out of what is now the roadway. But like everything else that we dig in disturbing this nature to create this subdivision, we are preserving and recycling. As we move along, we come to Canashta Lane. Now, Canashta Lane has room for 3 lots on it, and on the map they are lots 2, 3, and 4. Oh, by the way, did I mention that as we came up the hill, we happened to pass some deer tracks? Did you notice them? Okay, so what we see first as we progress along Riley Farm Lane is that the road dips down a bit as we go over a little creek that separates the moraine on which lots 2, 3, and 4 are located from the larger moraine on which we have lots numbers 5 through 14. Perhaps I did not mention these lots are ready to build, so you're going to want an architect who can work with you to build a home that will blend into this environment. Look at those huge trees over there, 70 feet tall. You know what's underneath those trees? Well, at certain times of the day you will see deer, or you may see a fox, or some wild turkeys, or even some rabbits. I'd like to see this property as a work of art, so that every home here is individual, designed to the dream of that person who buys the lot, but at the same time it fits into that greater vision of being part of nature and being artistic and being beautiful. Okay, so we're going to continue back along Riley Farm Lane a little bit further, and you will notice that we go past lots 7, 8, and 9, and right at the end is lot number 10, which is the most remote. I should perhaps have mentioned where this subdivision is with respect to a few important things. Just a couple of miles to the west is the Saratoga Performing Arts Center, where in the summer you can catch the New York City Ballet and the Philadelphia Philharmonic. To the north, 1.5 miles or so, is Yaddo, which is an artist's retreat, a place where artists can go to create, and many famous American artists have done that. People like Aaron Copland, for example, have written compositions there. Also about the same distance north is the world-famous New York Racing Association's Saratoga Springs Thoroughbred Racing Track. These lots offer the opportunity to build multi-level homes, which are at the same level with the earth at each level. There's also a lot of material for builders. You'll notice that at the moment we have piles of material in the fields, and they are available to your builder to create the kind of contours that are going to work for your lot and your home. On this side at the bottom of the hills is a creek, Lake Lonely Creek, which goes down to the Caderos River, and if you are a kayaker or a canoeist, it's a great place to have a pleasant few hours just canoeing through these waters. It's about a 5-minute drive from Riley Farm to Saratoga Lake with its marina and other boating activities. Oh, did I forget to mention? Perhaps I did. Just across from the intersection of Canashta and Riley Farm Lane, about 150 feet, there's a really incredible tree. This is an old oak tree that is estimated to be 250 years old. It was there before the United States was formed. Now, just beyond is Sadie Hart Ranch. Now, if you're a horse lover and you want to have a horse, it turns out that Sadie Hart Ranch has stalls where you can keep your horse. They also have very long riding trails. Thank you for coming on this walk with me today. If you're one of the special people who share this vision, I really would like to work with you so that we can bring it to reality. Please press the link on the contact page and fill out your contact information so that we can get in touch with you just as soon as possible.